Hi guys, this is
Hi,
our
hi,
computer.
Everyone.
Hi everybody.
Hi, this is our computer science capstone project. Our team is Mission Possible. We are deadly by name and game. So this is our agenda. Our agenda includes our team members' roles and responsibilities, improvements made from professor feedback, project statement, project description, team working agreement, personas, MVP, technologies, architecture diagram, schedule, and sprint 1, sprint 2 backlogs, test cases, product backlogs, stories completed, stories not completed, metrics, retrospective, and project demo. So let me introduce our team members with their roles. He is Shiva, data scientist, Prudvi, full stack developer, Vinod, data analyst and product developer, Mayank, AI engineer, and our project manager, Vishnu, software developer. Next slide, please. So these are the improvements made from professor's feedback. So user stories must be formatted differently by the examples provided. And the other one is you must include a historical. Last time we have missed a historical velocity chart. This time we have included in our PPT. The schedule slide must be altered. So last time there's some little mess. We have corrected it for this print. It is necessary to replace the future rather than add it to the sprint backup. So in our previous one, we have kept place in the place of future. Now we have replaced it. So next slide, please. So from here, my teammate Mayank gonna explain.
Thank you, Hunat. Um, Shoplifting is a significant problem for supermarkets, which is a leading cause for financial losses and higher customer prices. Current security methods often react to theft after it has already happened, which is quite ineffective. We need a better solution so that we can prevent it before happening. This project this project aims to develop the supermarket theft detection system which uses advanced technology to monitor customer behavior in real time, including which includes computer vision and machine learning. This system will help identify suspicious activities and will also help alert security personnel immediately. This allows them this allows them to respond quickly and reduce theft incidents. By analyzing data on theft patterns, supermarket managers can also make informed decisions to enhance security and improve customer and staff safety as well. Our description is quite simple yet detailed. The name being Theft Alert. The team, as explained by Vinod, is Team Mission Possible, Deadly by Name and Game. Project description. The main agenda of this project is that it can already make use of the existing CCTV cameras and deployed with our machine learning. It can proactively monitor customer behavior and detect suspicious activities, as well as alert security personnel. So, for retail stores who are struggling with shoplifting, the supermarket detection system is a proactive solution that leverages existing CCTV cameras and machine learning. And this can monitor customer behavior as told earlier. And unlike traditional reactive security measures, our application detects suspicious activity before theft occurs, significantly reducing losses and enhancing store safety. The benefit of the outcomes are many, such as it minimizes financial losses because if we catch somebody who has already conducted the theft and get secured the next time, we did incur some loss, which won't be the case when we'll prevent theft from happening beforehand. Secondly, enables quick responses. Naturally, since our theft detection system can already alert personnel preemptively. So this will enable us that. And obviously, this fosters a safer shopping environment for honest customers, provides valuable analytics on theft patterns for informed decision making. It's adaptable for implementation across multiple store locations because it can piggyback on existing CCTV cameras and machine learning. And it works with existing security infrastructure for a smooth transition. It also has scope for future upgrades, such as improved facial recognition and behavior prediction. This combines technology and human sight oversight for effective prevention. Okay, can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. And in our project description, we can see shoplifting poses a significant challenge for retail stores because as it was told earlier that it results in financial losses and increased consumer prices. Um, Traditional security measures are largely reactive, addressing theft only after it occurs. Our project does it significantly earlier before the theft even takes place. And and this uses existing CCTV cameras and machine learning to monitor customer behavior in real time. The system will analyze video footage for unusual movements and automatically alert security personnel to potential theft, which is which is quite new in this kind of app. This has not been seen before. This proactive approach reduces theft losses and enhances the shopping experience by fostering us by fostering a safer environment. This system is scalable for multiple locations, as discussed earlier, and that too at a very less cost, since it already piggybacks on the older CCTV cameras. And this can provide valuable insights into theft patterns. And our innovative solution aims to revolutionize supermarket security and improve overall safety for customers and staff alike. And and um, these are the following sets of team working agreements that we decided upon. The first being there were 10 points. The first being communication, where we all agreed to communicate regularly and effectively, informing each others about progress, questions, and concerns. And the second one being participation, where we agreed to participate in all team meetings and discussions actively and to contribute with our unique skills and perspectives to the project. Third being deadlines, where we agreed to meet all deadlines set by the team and inform as early as possible if there is a mishap. The fourth being respect. We always agreed to treat each other with respect and professionalism, even in the face of disagreements and challenges. The fifth being feedback, where we agreed to give and receive constructive feedback openly and honestly so that we could improve our project. Sixth being roles and responsibilities, where we agreed to maintain confidentiality about any sensitive or confidential information related to the project. And then being quality, where we agreed to prioritize quality in our work and take all the necessary time and effort to ensure that our contributions meet the standards of the team. Next being conflict resolution, where we agreed to resolve any conflicts or disagreements that rise within the team in a timely and respectful manner and is put to vote whether who is right. And the last being accountability, where we hold each other accountable for their actions and contributions to the project, and to take full responsibility for any mistake that we make. And from here on, Prithvi will be explaining taking the rest of the presentation.
Yeah. Now I will bring up personas. The personas one, the James, is a decided chief security officer and this oversees the safety of the large retail complex and is drawing on years of experience to identify the potential threats, and it has challenges the managing the security across a large retail complex and it overwhelming, and it has especially with limited personnel, and it he is managing security across a large retail complex, and it can be especially with limited personnel, and it coordinating with multiple security personnel across the large complex can be difficult. The James needs to wait to quickly and he find the relevant footages, and especially during an incident or investigation. And his goals is and a real-time video monitoring system and with AI interfaces, and he likes the facial recognition, and the alerts will help to James and it efficiently multiple areas and quickly identify the threats. The personas to the Mr. Wang is a dedicated convenience store owner and is managing boosting a shop in a vibrant neighborhood, and it has challenges is as foot traffic increases and it becomes a more difficult and the Mr. Wang to monitor every customer and transition efficiently, and which he can lead to the security risks such as the theft or any activities. And as a busy store owner, the Mr. Wang must ensure the safety and his employees and is while the work, and it is particularly during the late night shifts and in high risk situation, and his convenience the stores are often the targets for shoplifting, and with more customers in store and is identify the behavior manually can be very challenging, and his goals is an user friendly integrated surveillance system that provides clean alerts and easy to navigate the interfaces will save Mr. Wang time and effort, allowing him to focus of other aspects and his business without constant troubleshooting. And implementing an advanced surveillance system and his real-time monitoring allows the Mr. Wang to remotely oversee the stores and it enhances the security system. Next is the Personas 3. The Personas is Mr. is a dedicated supermarket manager responsible for the listing operation for a large grocery store, and she challenges is a dynamic retail environment, and it has challenging in a pinpoint areas where customer flows or store layout may be causing the delays or destination without the data driven insight. She within constantly changing the shopping environment and, and enhancing the store layout is optimized for the both the customer flow and product, and she is a time consuming task and is efficiently monitors the every aspects of the store, and which could lead the inefficiency and miss the opportunity to improve the customer experience. Now she aims to use the systems and it enhancing the smoother shopping experience, and is plans to revise the data to improve the store performance and increase the customer satisfaction and create a safer and more enjoyable shopping. And the next slide, the minimum that the technologies are used to the these are the front end technologies and JavaScript and HTML, and the back end technology is the generate of AI.NET, and the database is the MySQL and Firebase, and the ID additional tools are OpenCV, and the communications are we are communicating with the WhatsApp and the Google Meet. The next slide will explain to my friend Ganesh.
Hi, thank you, Prithvi. I'm gonna take over from here. Today I'm gonna explain about MVP. Our MVP is all about the real-time CCTV integration. In our project, we have included our CCTV cameras to monitor our customer behavior in the store. We have like the before sprint. We have improved our machine learning model for detecting the thief, for the accuracy of the prediction. Machine learning, it implementing a learning algorithm trained to recognize basic suspicious behavior of the customer in the supermarket. Instant alert for the security persons. We have set up a simple alert system to notify for the store securities when potential thief is detected. Even we have added data logging for our for monitoring. It helps to enable the security team to review the footages or logs in the case of false positive or to understand detected pattern better. so that the security guys gonna uh, analyze the customer behavior from the past and past entrance. User interface for security person. The interface should allow the security staff to assess the quick act situation quickly, focusing on the essentials. Streamline your video workflow with the tools to upload, organize, and watch your videos. With this help, we can with this feature we can organize or upload, or we can watch our in this. When it comes to the here, I'm going to explain about the architecture diagram. Here is our conceptual architecture diagram. Here we can see that the source data which is coming from the CCTV, which is connected to the server, uh, and the machine learning model. Uh, it actually receives the data and transfer to the model so that it can predict and analyze the behavior of the pattern, and the data which is trained will be used for the prediction by using the neural networks from the OpenCV. Uh, we have used TensorFlow as an libraries so that we can access our necessary things to operate the videos. Here you can see we have used our AWS to store our large amount of data. Here is our data flow diagram. Supermarket surveillance system actually is connected to both backend servers and the CCTV cameras. Like CCTV cameras are used to like stream videos too, and host and also the host applications. Uh, Actually, the backend servers are connected to the two things. One is to detect the model and the database. It actually analyze the thief detection model actually analyzes the video, and the database stores the logging data, and after the thief detection model, it sends the data to the alert and notification system. This model actually predicts the uh, customer behavior. So if there is any negative behavior, it's gonna find and notify to them. Here you can see the data is flowing from notification system to the cloud backup. From the database, the data is going to the user dashboard so that user can access the data anytime, any place. Here, you can see that the server is connected to the three parts. Django web server we have used in it. The CCTV cameras and the thief detection model and the database security is connected. Three things are connected to a three things. As I said before, it is just a systematic architecture. I explained before. Here I am gonna explain about our schedule. Here we are about our ending sprint 3. It is from like 20 November 22 to December 12th. We have a daily scrum, and we have a sprint planning for the setting pages, live footage, alert notification, retrospective, and live project demo in this sprint. From here, my friend Vinod is going to explain.
I'm going to explain about our Sprint 1 and Sprint 2 backlogs. Next slide, Shiva, please. So this is our sprint one recap. So what all we have done on our sprint one is first we have started with building an APK file that can be installed on a mobile device so that we can access the application basic functionalities. We have succeeded with this user stories. This is clearly explained in our sprint one. And the second user story is I want to create an account for the application by signing up with my name and email address and password so that I can keep my account private. We have successfully gone through these things. And the third user story is as a user, I want to register in the application by providing my username so that I can create an account and access its features. So it is working in our application. As a user, I want to log into application using my user ID so that I can access my account. So we are comfortably logging in with our personal user IDs to our application. And the user story 10 is as a registered user, I want to see the main page after logging into the application. This is our sprint recap. We have gone through it and successfully. So this is our sprint to recap. As a registered user, I want the option to log out from the application so that I can securely end my session. So for our sprint one, we have kept it as backlog. So we haven't added any logout page for our application. Now we have added it and it went through successfully. So another user stories as a user, I want to easily view the features on the home page so that I can quickly explore and understand what the platform offers. So if and all we are in the middle of the application without the home page, we cannot access anything from our application. So we have worked on that and it's working perfectly. As a user, I want to navigate between the pages so that I can quickly access the features. So now we can access the features comfortably in our application. As a user, I want to upload new videos so that I can watch them later. If any videos we have missed, we can upload it manually in our application. It is working. And the next user is as a user, I want to option to change my name so it can be accessed from the admin page. So now we have worked on that and now it's working. Next slide. And the product backlog from here, my friend Vishnu will take care.
Hi, I'm Vishnu. Now I'm gonna explain about the product backlog. In task one, our product backlog was to gather all the requirements for the project. In task two, as a team, we should have work agreement with all rules and regulations. In task three, like as a team, we should divide roles and responsibilities among ourselves to develop the project. And another was as a team, we should develop required technical and functional knowledge required to complete the project. In task 5, as a team, we should plan the product requirements and development plan for the project. Task 6, as a user, I want an APK file that can be installed on a mobile device so that I can access the application's basic functionalities. Task 7, as a user, I want to create an account for the application using my name, mail, and password so that I can keep my account private. And task 8, as a user, I should be able to provide a username and get registered in the application. Task 9, as a user, I want to log in using my user ID so that I can access my account. Task 10, as the registered user, I should be able to see the main name once I log in the application. Next slide. And task 11, as a registered user, I want the option to log out of the application so that I can secure my end by closing the session and log in again whenever it's needed. As task 12, as a user, I want to easily view the features of the homepage so that I can quickly explore and understand what the platform offers. Task 13, as a user, I want to navigate between pages so that I can quickly access the features. Task 14, as a user, I want to upload new videos so that I can view them later. Task 15, as a registered user, I want to see the option to change my name and settings page so that I can easily update my profile name. Task 16, as a registered user, I want to access live footage so that I can watch the live feed. Task 17, as a registered user, I want to functionality to enable alerts so that I can be notified about important updates. Task 18, preparing development manual, and task 19, preparing user manual. These are our product backlogs. And next, I'll be explaining you about our sprint one burn down chart. Our sprint one was from September 27th to October 24th. As you can see, here the red line shows the estimated effort and the green line shows us the actual effort. In sprint one, we gave ourselves like 24 story points and we tried our best to complete the 24 story points. As it started at September 27, in the week one, we did very good. We planned it very well. We assigned all the story points between ourselves and tried to complete everything. And we were above the estimated. We uh, we put more efforts than the estimated efforts. But in the week two, from October 1 to 5, our efforts were little low because in that week we had our midterm going on. So everybody need to focus on the other subjects too. So we couldn't work properly in these dates. So our graph went a little down. And from next week, like we improved ourselves, talked between us, and we had to keep more effort to cover the a balance amount, balance work. So we worked very hard, and our we put more effort, and we managed to complete our efforts. And coming down, our graph went little less because we had some other work to do with the other subjects also, so we couldn't make it properly. But overall, from in sprint one, we were totally assigned 24 story points, and we successfully completed all the 24 story points. Next slide, bro. Next slide.
This is sprint 2.
Shiva, bro, next slide. Sprint 2, okay. Yeah. Uh, this is the sprint 2 burn down chart. It was from October 25th to November 23rd. As before we managed to do that, but here we were given like 22 story points, and we tried our best to complete the story points in first week. We put all our effects working, and in the second week we couldn't do it properly. We and After the second week, we discussed among ourselves that we have to be regularly working on this, and we had daily scrum meetings. We improved ourselves, and from then you can see like there is no downfall in the graph, and we successfully tried to achieve the achieve and complete the estimated effort, and we put more effort than what we estimated. But unfortunately, usually we were only we only completed 19 story points. Next one, bro. From here, my friend will take on.
Thank you, Vishnu. Um, and I'll start from Sprint 3 backlog. In my first user story backlog, we can see that as a registered user, I want to see the option to change the user's name on the settings page so that I could easily change the name of the profile. Um, and my acceptance criteria is the user is logged in, and when they enter a valid username and click save, the username should be updated or an error message should be displayed. And we gave it 5 points for this. In my next user story, as a registered user, I want to access live footage so that I can watch live videos too. And in acceptance criteria, given the user is logged in, when they go to live video section, then they should be able to watch live streams. If no live stream is available, a message like no live streams available should be shown. 5 points were given for this. In the next user story, as a registered user, I want a functionality to enable alerts so that I can be notified and so that I can be notified about important updates. And in acceptance criteria, given that user is logged in, when they visit the settings page, they should see an option to turn alerts on or off. If alerts are on, they should receive notifications for important updates. 5 story points were awarded for this. Coming to next test cases. Next slide. As a registered user, I want to see the option to change user's name on the settings page so that I can easily change the profile name. Login and go and steps to be taken. This data was Vinod with password Vinod at 99, cap sensitive. Steps to be taken were log in and go to the settings page, enter a new valid username in the new username field and click save. Expected result was the expected result was as expected. The new username field and save buttons were visible. After clicking save, the username should update with a success message or show an error if the username is invalid. Actual result actual result was what we got of the expected result. It performed and functioned as designed and planned with and it also updates successfully with a confirmation message or gives an error message if the username is invalid. In the next test case, as a registered user, I want to access live footage so that I can watch live videos too. Username Vinod and password Vinod@99 was used. And when the user logs in and navigates to the live videos section, they should click on a live stream to ensure it plays smoothly with options to pause and resume. If no streams are available, the user should see the message, no live streams available. Expected result was the live stream should play smoothly with options to pause and resume. If no stream is available, the message no live streams available should be displayed. And the actual result was the same as the expected one, where no live streams available appears when there are no videos to watch. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. In the next test case, we can see as a registered user, I want it, I want to, I want a functionality to enable alerts so that I can be notified about important updates. The same username and password was used, and when the user log and the steps to be taken were that when the user logs in and navigates to the settings page, they should find the alert option already. The user should toggle the alert setting to either enable or disable notifications. Then the user should check whether they receive notifications based on their preference. Expected result was the user should see an option to enable or disable alerts in the settings page. If they were if they were enabled in the first place, they should receive notifications for the same. And if disabled, there was no requirement to be notifications um, to be generated or sent. The actual result was um, exactly as the expected one, where the alert option was available and functional in the settings option. And when enabled, the users received notifications as expected. And when disabled, no notifications were sent. Okay, and going now coming to stories completed, we see our first user story, tagline TA15, in which it's mentioned as a registered user, I want to see the option to change the user's name on the settings page so that I can easily change the name of profile. 5 points were awarded for this because it was completed. The next, according to next tagline, as a registered user, I want to access live footage so that I can watch live videos too. 5 points were designated for this story point, and Since it was done, it was awarded the same. The next point being TA17, where a registered user, where as a registered user, I want a functionality to enable alerts so that I can be notified about important updates. And it was designated 5 points as well. And since it was done, so we gave 5 points. And coming to the next story ID, the task, it was a task which was for preparing deployment manual, which was designated as 3 story points, and it was marked as done. So we gave those points. And coming to the next task, which was preparing the user manual, which was also designated 3 points. And since it was done, so it was granted the same. The last point being preparing tech paper, where it was designated as 3 points, and it was given the same because it was completed. And coming to the next slide, from here on, Vishnu will take his role for explaining further.
Hi guys. Here I'm here to explain about the team velocity chart. Here, we for sprint 3, we have committed to 24 story points, and we have successfully completed all the 24 story points. It was because these are sprint 3 and we had much experience from the before sprints. So it made our work easy and we worked hard regarding our work. So we were able to complete and achieve the committed story points. Next slide. This is the team historical velocity chart. In sprint 1, we committed for 24 and we have successfully completed the assigned story points. In sprint 2, we couldn't complete all the story points, but we have a percentage of 83 that we could have complete. And in sprint 3, as I told you, like we were experienced and we got to know what to do and we learned a lot. So we successfully completed the story points in sprint 3. Next slide. This is the burn down chart for sprint 3. Here we took like 24 story points and we succeeded in completing the 24 story points. As you can see, in the first week from November 22 to November 25, we worked hard. We were able to put more efforts, and as we put more efforts than required, we were able to complete more than the estimated story points. And in November 26 to 29, it was an Thanksgiving week, and everybody were celebrating with their family. They were off to like shopping, and also they couldn't concentrate much on the subject. So here it was little a backdrop for the team. We couldn't put more efforts than we expected to put. So you can see here our graph went down. And in next week, we had a meeting and we all came together that we should manage our sprint story points so that we can complete everything in time. So we did this and we were able to push the limits forward, and we covered everything which was backed in the previous week. And in next week, like we had to deal with some other subjects also, as our final exams of the semester were coming forward. So it was little backdrop. All were working on their other subjects also. So the graph went little down. We couldn't put more efforts, and from then we succeeded to complete all the things within time. So we succeeded to complete all the estimated story points. Next one, bro. This is the completed and committed ratio from sprint 1, 2, and 3. In sprint 1, we committed for 24 and we completed 24 sprint story points. We have 100% ratio in sprint 2. As I told you, like we had midterm exams and we need to work with the exams too from our different subjects. So we couldn't give our 100%, so that it was little difficult to complete the story points, so we could only complete the 86% of the committed story points. And in sprint 3, we were experienced, learned a lot. It was more easier to work for on the subject, so we successfully completed, and our ratio is 100%. Next one. From here, Shiva will take care of the slide.
Hi guys, from here I'm gonna explain the retrospective. What went well, we can see here. We have improved story in terms of the refinement and the documentation. In documentation, we have improved some of the things. Each team member part of the project was well received by developer. Uh, every member who was received as a developer from our project. Workload were balanced as before we were missing like some of the tasks in the previous sprint. In this sprint we have balanced them. All work is all work is done before the deadline. Uh, everyone was focused on the job at hands. Ev- Everyone on the job focused on the job at hands. Excellent sprint planning. It has been the best sprint planning from previous one because we have learned everything from the previous and we have improved this sprint very well. Everybody came up with original ideas this time. Project was sustainably improved by exchanging of information among the team. Uh, these are our what went well. Here we gonna explain about what needs to be improved. A few standard feature models need to have improved intra communication in between the members. During sprint, a few last time issues were discovered and resolved. Identifying problems quickly and solving them before the deadlines. Frequently checks of each other works is required to manage time more effectively. There always room for extra work. We should focus on using more tools and techniques for a given task to make sure that team members regularly participate in Scrum calls. These are the next steps we're gonna follow. And update status more frequently to avoid effective communication break. Review each other work more consciously. More some pre-request tasks and necessary items should be defined early in the sprint preparation to avoid instead of conducting 3 days meeting, conduct them every day. Need to have more knowledge on existing tools, have more detailed knowledge on new technologies. So from here, these are our project demo. Here you can see our live streaming camera, which was happened before. These are the screenshot. These are the alert notifications which we got from our website. Here you can see the person identified in restricted area, and you can see if the cameras are offline, the notifications gonna come, and the security gonna get alerted by it. Here you can see our background codes. Here on the right side, you can see our HTML pages for the live streaming and the base HTML for the security. Here you can see the video listen. Here are our listeners dependencies so that we can manage our videos according to the. Here you can see the uploaded videos are available in this. You can see the CCTV footages and grocery footages, live footages, save footages are shown here. On right side top, there is a show live footage on it so that we can access the CCTV. Uh, Here you can see the admin settings. Uh, Here you have to. Here is the information of a user who is using this. Here is our GitHub link so that you can visit our GitHub and check our project. Thank you.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
So this is the app that we have prepared the project, and this is the demo for the same. Let's get started. Here on this web page, we can see that any new user can register himself or herself by making a desired username with conditions written below and a strong password along with email address so that backups could be sent there. And but since we have already made an account to run our application, we will straight away go to the one where we have our own login. So can we head to our own login, please? Our login is Kumar12 with the password. We can see here clearly that we have a bunch of CCTV footage available from the existing infrastructure of CCTV cameras, and we could we could see one of the footage so that we could explain it better. Yeah, instead we are seeing the live footage. Um, as we can see people entering in the superstore, there were many people who entered, and our cameras recorded perfectly that there were persons identified. It has been clearly mentioned under recent events along with the timeline. And now we can go to the footage to see an active theft scene where we can see this young female and a male trying to steal few candy bars probably from the supermarket, and they are being actively tracked, and their um, patterns have been recognized by our system, and they are flagged for security interventions. And now we go to settings where, as mentioned in user task and stories earlier in PPT, the user can change his or her name and email address provided, and can switch on or off alerts as mentioned earlier in the PPT, for which we were awarded some points. And we can see few notifications that have piled up from our from our enabling of um, footage from our data from the footage. We can see that clearly that motion was detected in camera number 1 and very quickly our system flagged it as an unusual activity, and since we already have behavioral patterns, it was flagged as that person should have not been in that area of the superstore. And this was our live demo, which is quite comprehensive. And now I shall ask Vinod to explain the coding.
So, hi everyone, this is our project coding, how we have worked on different patterns. And coming to the, so everyone, this is a Python Django project with machine learning and AI tools. So here are our web application pages. These are our codings. This is for our registration page. And this is for admin security settings page. This is our HTML page settings. And this is for our video edit page settings, and this is our home HTML settings. This is for our live streaming video settings, and this is for our notification settings, and this is for our video management settings. And earlier we have shown in our code that we need to create an admin access that we are creating from the command prompt. We are giving a command python dot create user manage create user, and we are giving username, password, and everything in the command prompt. Thank you. Thank you. That's it from us.
Thank you, everybody.